Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm doing a fun little Valentine's Day themed video where I'm going to read red/pink books for a week. This tier of books on here is my February TBR that I just picked not that long ago. There's only like 2 books that I would consider like reddish slash pink. These two. This one has red on the spine and there's a lot of red. The words are red, so I'm gonna count it. I don't know if that's cheating. This one, it has a lot of pink in it. The back is pink, the side is pink, so I'm gonna count that one as well. I'm just so drawn to Magnolia Parks right now. I think I'm gonna choose this one first. I'm kind of nervous to read it, but I've heard really good things and some not so great things, but I feel like I'm personally gonna love it. I'm glad that I chose it in my February TBR, so if you haven't seen that video already, it should be up. So go watch that one first before you watch this one. This is the first book that we're going to be reading in this video. This is about Magnolia and BJ, and it's pretty much like it's like Gossip Girl but takes place in the UK, I believe. That's what I've heard. I don't know much about it. I just know that it is kind of toxic and it gives Gossip Girl vibes. So that's all I really need to know because I love Gossip Girl. I'm kind of nervous, but I'll give my thoughts and opinions. As always, this video will be spoiler free, so don't worry if you haven't read this yet. But I will let you know what my opinions and thoughts are. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you are excited for me to read Magnolia Parks, because I'm nervous. Okay guys, it has been, I don't even know how many days. I've just been reading Magnolia Parks. I'm almost done actually. I just have not recorded myself reading it because I usually have just been reading at night. So I don't really feel like picking up a camera and recording myself. But so far, I really do like it. It took me a little bit to get into it. I feel like just because the writing style is a little bit different. It's definitely different than anything I've read. I don't even know how to really explain it. It does definitely give off Gossip Girl vibes. That's for sure. I feel like it's not a typical story. Like, it follows a different timeline. Like, you see stuff that happened in the past and then you go to present time, and then while they're in present time they'll think back to something in the past, and then I have to like think about it and be like, okay, this happened like 2 years ago, it's not present. So like that part does get confusing. But I feel like I'm getting used to it now that I have like 120 pages left. Or maybe 130, something like that. So that part was confusing, but I really do enjoy it. I'm enjoying the characters. They're definitely interesting. I love Magnolia. I love BJ. I love all their friends too. So I'm glad that we get to see everyone in the story, and hopefully like the other books, like the Daisy Hates books, we see everyone too, which I'm sure we will. I'm gonna just keep reading this and hopefully finish it today. And then we'll pick out our next pink/red book. I'll talk to you guys when I have an update. just finished Magnolia Parks. That ending was rough. It really makes me want to pick up the next one, but with this challenge I have to only read pink or red books, and unfortunately it's mostly blue, so we're gonna have to wait and read that one for another day, which is fine. So we're gonna pick out my next book. I'm just gonna grab all the pink and red books that I have, and then I'll be back and then we can choose the next book together, because I really don't know. So we have 7 options. Only one of them is on my February TBR. The rest I just grabbed off my shelf. So I'm gonna go through each one. This one is, I mean, I would say it's like pinkish. It's more like corally maybe. But this is Loathe to Love You by Ali Hazelwood. It's a bunch of novellas. So it's 3 novellas in one book. I mean, this is always a good option because I love every single Ali Hazelwood book. So this is the first option we have. And then we have Two Wrongs Make a Right by Chloe Leese. This one's red, so this is a good option. I just don't know if I really want to read this yet. I'm not really feeling it. And then this one is not really pink, but the spine is pink, and then it has pink on it and red cars. We have Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. This one is the start of a fantasy series. I don't think I want to start another fantasy series at the moment, so I'm probably gonna say no to this one. And then we have Addicted to You, the first book in the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This series is super well known, so I'm sure you've heard of it. So this is another option because it has pink on it, even though it's white. And then we have Flawless by Elsie Silver, the first book in the Chestnut Spring series. I definitely want to get to this some point, so this is a good option too. I don't know. And the only book that's on my February TBR is Never by Jessa Hastings. This one's not really pink. I mean, the back is, the spine is, and then there's some pink in here. But this is, I don't know if I'm feeling fantasy right now. I'm kind of just feeling like a romance, you know? Kind of deciding between these 3. So we have The Do-Over, Addicted to You, and then Flawless. It shouldn't be this hard to choose, but it is, because I don't really know what I'm feeling like reading right now. This is Valentine's theme and it's February, so I feel like I should do this one. I'm gonna do The Do-Over first, and then maybe the next one I'll either do Never or one of either Addicted to You or Flawless. Yeah, we'll do that. So we're gonna start The Do-Over, hopefully finish this. I'll read it tonight and then tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll be done, because it's not even 300 pages, so that's a pretty fast book. And I feel like Lynn Painter's books usually go pretty fast when I'm reading them. But we're gonna start The Do-Over. I will update you guys if I have any updates. I started The Do-Over last night. I am now on page 182. I know I said I was a little bit worried about it being repetitive because it is like a Groundhog's Day story where she lives Valentine's Day over and over, but it hasn't been repetitive at all. I feel like Lynn Painter has done a really good job of still showing that she's living the same day over and over, but it's not repetitive. So like she'll cut certain things out or add certain things in, so it's definitely not repetitive. I've been really enjoying it. I feel like all of Lynn Painter's books I will always enjoy because her writing style is just so fun and easy. And this is young adult, so this is the second young adult book that I've read, and then I've read 2 of her adult romances, and I definitely prefer her young adult books. I know a lot of people have said like she is the queen of young adult, and I definitely agree. I love all of her young adult books. Like, it's just, they're super sweet and cute. I am really loving it. I'm loving the characters as well, and it's just been fun seeing her kind of relive this horrible day, like the worst day of her life. The main character is also developing from the first Valentine's Day to like the present day. I'm on, I think, one of the last Valentine's Days that she's reliving over, because I only have a little over 100 pages left. So I'm hoping I can finish this by the end of tonight, maybe. And then we'll pick out our next book, which I probably will only have like 1 or 2 more books for this video. I don't have a ton of options for this, but I'm honestly thinking that because Mr. Wrong Number is another book by Lynn Painter, and I read it, let's see when I read that because I can't even remember. So I read it September of 22, so over a year ago, and I gave it 4 stars. So I did really enjoy it. So that could be an option if I want to reread it, because I just love Lynn Painter so much. Like, her writing is just so fun and I love her stories. So I definitely could do a reread. I could also reread Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, because I haven't read that. Okay, let's see when I read that, because I think that's been even longer. So I gave Love in Other Words 5 stars, and I read it July of 22. So a year and a half ago I read that. So I definitely could reread that one since it's been so long, and I feel like my taste has changed a lot since then. So I'm curious if it'll be 5 stars still. So we definitely do have some options, but once I finish this one, then we will pick our next book, and depending on how fast I can read that one, it'll probably be my last one for this video. But yeah, so I just wanted to give an update on what I'm thinking for this book. I definitely do recommend it. It's not repetitive, so don't worry about that, but it's just a really cute story, and I don't think Lynn Painter could write a bad book if she tried. So last night I finished The Do-Over. This story was super cute. I feel like I flew through this. I read it in like less than a day, but I don't know if you can see the tabs. Now I have to pick my next book. I mentioned yesterday that I kind of wanted to do a reread. So I am deciding between this one and then, if I can grab it. Okay, then my other option is Love in Other Words. I don't remember like what happened in here, and I feel like I just started reading in 2022, like 2021, 2022. Like, I feel like my reading taste has changed over like the 2 years, so I kind of wanted to read this one and see if I still like it. We're going to read Love in Other Words for our 3rd and probably final book for this video. So I might start it this morning, I don't know, but otherwise I will talk to you guys if I have an update. Hi guys. I don't think I've touched the camera since I started my reread of Love in Other Words, but I am on page 349, so I have a little over 50 pages left, I think. So far I'm really enjoying it. I read this 2 years ago. I think I said the date earlier in the video, but I don't remember. It was in 2022, I know for sure. I still really am enjoying the story. I love the 2 main characters, Macy and Elliot, and I definitely forgot some of the things that happened in this book, so I feel like a 2-year gap of reading it is perfect. It's still enjoyable for me to read. Like, I'm not just waiting for certain things to happen. We're about to get to like the not like the third act conflict, but where they're kind of going to talk about what happened in the past and why they didn't talk for 11 years. I do remember it being sad and emotional, and I guess we'll see what my reaction is for that part, but I'm gonna finish the last 50-ish pages, and then either now or later we'll do my ratings and reviews on the other 2 books. I think that's my only update. The chapters are fairly short, which I do enjoy. I just love the story so much, and I love how it revolves around books and words, and if you're a book lover, then I feel like you're gonna love this. Yeah, overall, still really enjoying it. I feel like it could still be one of my 5-star reads, so that's cool to see that over 2 years I still kind of have the same taste in books. Okay guys, I just finished Love in Other Words like 10 minutes ago, so that is going to be it for this video. Before I end the video, I'm going to go through my ratings and my review. So the first book that I read in this video was Magnolia Parks. I love this book so much, but the ending, it really makes me want to start the next one in the series, because I heard that throughout the series they just get better and better. And I gave this one 5 stars, so I really did enjoy it. I'm super excited to read the rest of the series, and I will say that it's very true, it does give Gossip Girl vibes. I really like the main character, and I love the main male character as well, and just like all the supporting characters too. I feel like we get to know a decent amount about them, even when we don't get to see their point of view. So I definitely want to start Daisy Hates probably this month maybe. It's not on my TBR that I chose, but I feel like I'm gonna end up picking it up anyways by the end of this month. So I'll let you guys know what I think about the rest of the series. I heard the 4th one is the best. I think it's Daisy Hates The Great Undoing, I think is what it's called. But long story short, I really enjoyed this. I do think that if you liked Gossip Girl and the drama of like the high society, rich people drama, you'll definitely like this. And yeah, so 5 stars. And then I read The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. This one is a Groundhog's Day, but it takes place on Valentine's Day. And she's living the same Valentine's Day over and over, and she's kind of figuring out like, what do I need to do to fix this day, because for some reason the universe is telling me like they're giving me extra chances to fix the day. So I'm not sure how many days it goes through repeating. I really enjoyed Nick's character and Emily too, the main female character. I just love Lynn Painter's writing, so I feel like I'm gonna enjoy any book that she writes. I gave this one 4 stars. I enjoyed the other, so I read this one and Betting on You. Those are the 2 young adult romances I read from Lynn Painter, and I liked Betting on You more. I gave Betting on You 5 stars and this one 4 stars. But it's just a short, cute little story, and it's perfect for Valentine's Day, so I definitely recommend this one. It was perfect for this challenge. And then Love in Other Words that I just finished. I still enjoyed it so much. The ending made me cry still, even though I kind of knew what happened from the last time I read it. But I feel like just this whole story is just a really sweet story, and just seeing how much that Macy and Elliot mean to each other, and since they pretty much grew up together and he helped her cope with loss. It's definitely one of my all-time favorites, and I will probably reread this a million times. I just really enjoy the story, so I gave it 5 stars again. It's still a 5-star read for me, so if you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. But this whole video, I'd say, was a success. I read so many good books. We have 2 5 stars, 1 4 star, so I think that's pretty good. If you haven't read any of these, definitely recommend any of these books. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.